Hey, welcome in. It's Kate. Today we're going to shape up our full body in this yoga flow. You'll just need your mat. We will be doing some twisting and some bind. So if you have a strap or towel, you can have that set aside. I won't be using it. You don't have to hold on to a strap or even your hands, just because we're at home. So sometimes we don't have that equipment. With that being said, when you're ready, go ahead and start at the top of your mat in mountain pose. Really strong stance on the feet. Open the palms forward and slightly tuck the chin. Gaze either drifts off your nose or close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Good. Keep breathing, sort of just making the transition from your day-to-day activities to this yoga practice. Letting any thoughts or worries sort of just drain down onto your mat. And find your connection between body, mind, and breath. So notice how your body moves along with your breath. Really bring awareness and gratitude to that connection. We'll be using that a lot today in our full body flow. Heading into our sun salutation B, go ahead and bring your stance to your chair pose position. Inhale, extend the arms up to the sky. Exhale, sit the hips back, finding our first movement. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to sit lower. Next, inhale to prepare. Exhale, find your first fold. So if you'd rather have your feet farther apart, you can heel toe them out. Let the crown of the head hang heavy, so gaze comes to the back of your mat. If arms tend to hold up your shoulders, I just want you to let your arms hang heavy. Find that reaching movement in your inhale. And then that pressing movement in your exhale. So pressing upper body to your lower body. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Take one big step or hop into plank. Take an inhale to exhale in your plank pose, really just setting up the spine. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to rise, find cobra. Good, let's exhale to lower back down. Inhale to rise. Exhale, come through tabletop to downward facing dog. Rotate those biceps towards the thumbs. Feet are either pedaling or they're just continuously pressing down towards your mat. And take this moment to really make sure you are finding your own pace. So we're going to find warrior ones on each side. So you can either go faster or slower than I am. Inhale, whichever leg you'd like, up to the sky. Sweep it forward. Spiral down the back heel. Rise, warrior one. Front knee bends generously. If those arms are reaching to the sky, we're going to straighten them as tall as you're able. Next, inhale, pick up your back heel, set your palms down, step into plank, shift forward, exhale to lower, inhale, open heart pose. Maybe you come to a modified upward facing dog this time. Come back to down dog. Warrior one, other side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to rise. Back hip is open. It's almost pretending like you're closing it to really activate the inner leg. Good, so no sloppy warrior ones. There's activation in the arms, squeezing towards your ears, palms reaching for the sky. Inhale, lift the back heel, frame your front foot, step back into plank. Let's find that flow one more time. Good, pedal out your heels in your down dog. This time, we're gonna hop into our forward fold. So gaze to the top of your mat, bend your knees, hop your feet, round the spine, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Feet come together for chair. Sit back, arms reach to the sky. Good, and rise. Lengthen your arms in your upward salute. Maybe even bring palms together. And reach for the back of your mat, opening up your heart. Good, come back to center. Let your arms hang heavy. Shift your weight onto your left foot. And let's inhale, hug our right knee into our chest, either with or without your hands. Good, left hand reaches out to the side, right hand pulls that knee out to the right. And then we're gonna find a standing twist. So left arm reaches for the right knee, and then right hand either can stay on your hip or it can reach for the back of the room. First twist of the day, so it can be as small as you'd like. If you're slowly wanting to twist further, inhale to prepare, exhale. Maybe bring your gaze to the back of the room. Good, come back to center, set your foot down. Immediately shift your weight onto your right foot. Inhale, hug the left knee into your chest. Thinking about pressing that thigh fully against your belly. Now right arm reaches to the side. Inhale, open up that left knee out to the left. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, bring it back in and twist. Opposite arm to opposite knee. Stay here or find another inhale. Exhale, twist a little further. Good, come back to center and set that foot down. Beautiful. Go ahead and step your right foot back. Let's find our second warrior pose. Warrior two. Back arch of the foot is in line with your front heel. Extend your swords forward and back. And be mindful of your stance. Sometimes we like to step out pretty wide for maybe a lunge or the splits. Our warrior two stances are our fighting poses, so you want them more narrow than you think. Good, inhale to shift forward and back, reverse warrior. Optional cow facing arms in our reverse warrior. So your right back hand is gonna reach up your spine, and then your left arm is gonna reach down your spine. Exhale to hug the hands together. Inhale to press that left elbow to the sky, bend in your left knee. Good, inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, warrior two. And then set that left palm down on the ground, find your side angle. Once you've sort of set that left hand down, bring gaze to the side. So we Stack the eyeballs and stack the shoulder blades. Good. Inhale to prepare. Let's set right hand where the left is. Exhale to twist, so left hand comes either to the left hip or to the sky. Good. Keep that hip sort of drawing behind the left knee. And if that back heel tends to come off the mat, you just need a little bit closer of a stance or twist less. Good. Come back to your normal side angle. And then we're going to find repetitions here. So let's inhale in our side angle, exhale, revolved side angle. Just twisting from the upper spine. And if you typically maybe need blocks, your 5-finger pads can just touch the earth if you can't quite reach the ground. Your hips will slightly move. We're mainly twisting from the upper spine. Good. Find one more side angle, press through warrior 2. Release that front leg. And then let's sweep that right arm forward, pick up our back knee. And now we can widen out our stance, find our high crescent lunge. Good. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, find a revolve. High crescent lunge. Stay here or inhale. Reach the right hand to the sky as the left hand dips back and wraps around the right leg. Good. Exhale, right palm comes down to the ground. And then let's heel toe that foot out to the left. The toe is going to face off of the mat and you're going to pivot onto the right edge of your right foot. Good. Left hand can either reach to the back of your mat, or if that's a lot for your right palm, you can keep both palms on the mat. So revolved lizard pose variation. Good. Inhale. Walk your hands to the right side of your mat. Now we're going to find just normal lizard pose. So you can set that back knee down, maybe even set forearms on the ground. Add any rocking side to side. Good. Pick up that back leg and step back into down dog. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Hop your feet, find a fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, find your chair pose. Inhale to rise. Palms come together, find your back bend, maybe a little bit deeper this time. Good, come back to center. Exhale, arms hang heavy. Weight shifts onto your right foot. Step back into warrior 2. Take your time finding your strong stance. If you've stepped too wide, find your more narrow stance. Good, let's inhale, reach forward and back, reverse warrior, optional cow facing arms. So this time that left backhand is against your back. This time our right palm is on our shoulder blade. Exhale to bend the right knee. Inhale, extend the arms. Come through warrior 2, back down to a side angle. It's almost thinking about hooking your right knee against your right shoulder. Stack the shoulders and eyeballs. And then as if you could keep your hips perfectly still. They're obviously going to move, but that's just to really bring awareness to just your shoulders doing the twisting. So exhale to twist. That right hip loves to kind of hike up, draw it back down. Keep that bent, that front knee bent. And then let's find our reps. So inhale, normal side angle. Exhale, revolve. Good. Make this twisting your own. So really find your inhale to your exhale twist. Bringing out any worries, any judgments in your yoga practice. Twisting is a great way to sort of de-stress or sort of cleanse the body. One more twist. Come back to your side angle. Press through warrior two. Release that front leg for a moment. Sweep the left arm forward, square everything to the front. You can heel toe that front leg a little bit forward and to the side. Find your high crescent lunge. Really rotate that tailbone to face the mat. This time your back heel can come off of the mat. Inhale, reach. Exhale, revolved high crescent lunge. Stay here or inhale, left hand reaches to the sky, right hand wraps around the back of your leg. Good, release. Set your left palm down and then pivot onto the left edge of your foot. If that's really intense for your hip, that's where you can heel toe that foot to be more in line with your hip. Gently draw it towards the earth. Right hand reaches to the back of the room. No need to stress that left wrist. You can keep both hands on the earth and still find that twisting motion. Good, come back to center. Walk your hands over to the left, find a normal lizard pose. And then let's pick up that back leg, step or slide it back into our downward facing dog. Look towards the top of your mat, hop, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, bring your feet as close as you can for your chair pose. We're going to find a twist. So hands can come to heart center. Sit back in chair. Inhale to prepare, exhale, twist in the upper spine. Maybe the elbow hooks around the knee. Stack the shoulder blades. And we've already done a lot of twisting today, so if you want to take this further, maybe you lengthen both arms. And then come back to center. Inhale to prepare, exhale, twist to the other side. Press, using your knee as a prop to press that knee against so you can fully stack the shoulders, fully lengthen the arms. Good, come back to center. And inhale to rise, extend the arms up. Find your deepest back bend. Exhale to come back to center. Let your arms drop by your side. Beautiful. Now we're going to come into our revolved binding pose, or just a more intense twist. So let's go ahead and just step the right leg back. Find our high crescent lunge again. And then we're going to find our revolved crescent lunge. Optional inhale to extend the arm up to the sky, wrapping that hand around the leg again. And then exhale to release. This time, you're going to place your right palm on the outer edge of your foot. So now your elbow is sort of hitting your shin bone, and you're going to keep that revolved position. So if the arm is too distracting reaching up, hand can come down on the hip. Also, another option is just to come down onto your knee. And you can sort of hook that arm a little bit closer to the knee. So a few options there. Okay, now let's find a half bind. So flip your left hand to face the opposite way. Bend your elbow, place your back hand on your right hip, and you're just going to reach for the front of your hip as much as possible. Okay, now you have an option to stay here, just in this revolved twisting half bind, or you can flip your right palm off of the ground, flip the palm to face the earth, and then tuck it underneath your left glute. Now some of you can just stay here, or you can re-straighten the arm, sort of crawl it over your hip, and your fingers can reach. So again, that can also be done on your knee. Okay, so that's going to shorten your breath a lot. So you can either hold that for quick 8 breaths, if maybe just a half or full breath is enough for you. Unwind. Step your knee back into either tabletop or down dog, and then make your way to a child's pose. Inhale to exhale, refresh the brain, prepping for the other side. Good, let's make our way to the top of our mat. You can find any variation. So if you kind of weren't sure what was kind of going on behind me, I'll show it in the opposite direction. This time, let's step that left foot back into our high crescent lunge. Inhale to exhale, find your twist. So keep those hips squared forward. Inhale, find a reach back if you'd like. Good, and then think about that pinky reaching for your right pinky. So as you exhale, set your left palm on the right edge of your mat. You can sort of lengthen and rebend that knee. Keep twisting to stack your shoulder blades. Remember, if this is a lot, set that back knee down. Hug the front arm and leg together to almost find a little bit of pressure to find lift from the earth. Good, then optional half bind, flip your palm towards the left edge of your mat. Place your back hand on your hip. And even if you're just finding a half bind, I want that back hand to almost reach to the front of your hip. So really tuck it in, almost like you're tucking it into a front jean pocket. Good. Good, bring weight to the right foot and the back left toes. Good, then flip your left palm off. So really tuck that left elbow against your knee, just like in our chair twist. Place your back hand on your right glute. Palm faces the earth. So you could just stay here, still a bind, even if your hands don't touch, or you can sort of crawl the hands underneath that right leg, and then your hands can touch. Remember, if it gets too much, that back leg can drop down. Really, really short breaths here. Got a few options to release. You can set back leg down, release the hands, slowly unwind, framing your right foot. If that back leg's still lifted, step back into down dog. If your knee's down like mine is, you can step into tabletop and then make your way to a child's pose. Inhale to exhale. Very nice job doing those twisting poses, wringing out any stress that's been built up in the body, or maybe just any negative energy. Good. Inhale, roll up through hero pose or seated position. Bring hands to heart center just to end your practice today. Thank yourself for moving through all of the joints today. Let's take one last inhale to exhale together. Bow forward as respect to your yoga. Namaste.